Welcome back to Retro Rewire. My name is JJ. We're back for another In the Hunt episode at Book Off. This is going to be the second time around here. I think it's been 2 years, but it's in Tatebayashi and Gunma. One of the more unique ones, as you can see, all the games are up on the staircase, which is a little bit, well, actually, it is super inconvenient. And we're going to start here at the showcase. But before we dig in too deep, you know what's coming. Retro Rewire Game Tours, got to do the plug. And if you find yourself coming to Japan, Akihabara, hit me up. We can definitely do a tour as well as other areas of Japan, and you can get a hold of me on my Facebook page. I'll leave a link in the description, so don't hesitate. Send me a message. Let's work on your game list, and we're gonna hunt, we're gonna test, we're gonna do all sorts of fun stuff game related. Back to the episode at hand here. We got some PlayStation 5s, and those seem to be about the same price as they were at the other Book Off, and I think that's just going to be all around 46,800 yen. And then 1619 for the PSP battery. We got some DualSense controllers. And as we make our way through this showcase, like for me personally, it was a little bit of a letdown. But not every showcase is going to be full-on retro glory. It just doesn't work like that, and sometimes we're going to run into stuff like this. But we're all after different things. We have a PS1 here for 2,700. That's not too bad of a price, but we're all after different things, and you just never know. Perhaps some of you are seeing a few things here that you're definitely interested. We got a Game Boy Advance SP for 9,000 yen there. But as far as where I'm at in my collecting, it was a little bit to be desired, but not all is doom and gloom, as you will see later on in this episode. But here we got a variety of Nintendo Switch consoles, and you know what, a lot of the stuff that they do have here is going to be it's going to be making them more money, and it's going to be moving a lot quicker than a lot of the retro stuff. The Switch, the PS5, the Switch Lite, a lot of that stuff, as well as the Switch games, PS4 games, PS5. This stuff is probably moving a lot quicker than these taiko drums. And as a matter of fact, these things were here 2 years ago when I visited. But here we are making our way through the loose handheld games. We got Sonic Drift there for 900 yen with a 30% discount. And we got Super Mario Bros. On the Advance for 270. Digimon on the Wonder Swan for 900. That also had a discount. We got Yoshi's Island for the DS for 270, and that's not actually too bad. And then here we have a little mini showcase with a lot of loose UMD, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy. Just a whole bunch of stuff in here. And yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is also slow moving. But sometimes you just want to fill up the store shelves, and it's okay to give up this retail space here. We got some PlayStation Vita stuff. We got the Killzone Mercenary. That's actually cool. We got Metal Gear Solid 3D Snake Eater for 2,000 yen. That game, the North American version, jumped up in price like crazy. We got Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword there. What else? We got Beautiful Joe for 900. I wonder how that is. But anyhow, here is the main event. Look at this thing. It's so inconvenient to film at. But we're going to do it, and we're going to start right at the top at the old software section here. And we got some Halo 2 action coming in at 480 yen. Now that case has seen better days, but still, we got some Dynasty Warriors for the original Xbox for 900 yen. And then we have old BioShock. This is a classic game for 480 yen. And I'm sure, I haven't tested it, but it's more than likely that has English language options. We got Tekken here for 270 with the Obi card, and they have a number of copies. We got Street Fighter 03 for 480. Again, that's a pretty good price. We got Ape Escape for 480. What else do we have here? We have Kagero for 270. Haven't played this one. Could be a good one. I think that's a Tecmo. I think it's something's Deception in North America. And then we got Samurai Spirits 2 for 900 yen. And then Fatal Fury 3 for 480 with a 10% discount, as well as 480 for KOF 95. Now, at the Book Off in Akihabara, those are going to be at 5,400 yen. So that's pretty crazy. We got Biohazard Code Veronica for the Dreamcast. Great game for 900 yen. I hope that one sees a remake, because it's definitely a really cool one. We got Virtua Fighter 3 Team Battle for 900 yen. We got Dance Dance Revolution Second Mix. And then we got Shenmue 2 for 2,300 yen. But the one next to it, look at this. Oh my goodness. Rockman 8 for the Sega Saturn for 3,000 600 yen. I definitely picked this one up because this one is far more. If you go to Akihabara, that's going to be like twice the price, possibly more. And this is another one. Look at this. I've been looking for this one, Anarchy in Nippon, 900 yen. And this thing was almost new. I definitely picked that one up as well. So a very tiny Saturn section. I mean, we have Daytona, the Circuit Edition for 480. That's an excellent price. But a very tiny Saturn section, but there's some heavy hitters. That Anarchy in Nippon, that was the really big one for me. I've been looking for that one for quite some time. And I was going to be ordering it online for almost 3,000 yen. So that was definitely, that really made the trip worth it. We got Virtua Fighter 2 for 270 yen. But let's keep it moving here, see what else we find. We got some Shadow Tower by From Software for 900 yen. Now, for a while, this was available on the PlayStation Network. I'm not sure if it's been taken down, but we got R-Types 1 and 2 for 4,500. That's not a bad one. We got they had a number of Rockman games. There was Rockman 6, Rockman, the first one. We got Rabbit Mondu. I think that's the third game in the Jumping Flash series. But as you can see, look at all this Rockman from X to the vanilla stuff. We got 4 for 2,700. Part 2 for 2,300, 3 for 2,300, and then we got 1 in the PS1 books form for 1,800, Bomberman for 900, and then we have Hokuto no Ken for 900 yen. This is one that I would love to get. It looks pretty interesting. Haven't actually played it, but from what I've seen, definitely one that I would like to get. But I want it with the Obi card. Then we have some Tekken 3 and Tobal number 1. So not a bad offering as well for the PlayStation 1. And then we have Castle of Cagliostro there. Lupin the Third, Monster Farm 2 by Tecmo. That's kind of funny that they published that. And then we have Namco Volume 2. That's one that I also want to pick up for Mappy. And then Part 3 for 900 yen. That one's actually not too bad. And then we have the Game of Life DX Part 3. Anyhow, let's keep making our way down. And this part was, I'm telling you, like, I was pressed up against this area just because, you know, there's people constantly going up and down the stairs there. But we got some Fatal Frame games. What else do we have here? We have Naruto 2 for 270 yen. I believe this is a fighting game. I haven't played it myself, but I'm pretty sure it sold millions. And then we have some Kenshin action for 270. Now I have a Kenshin game for the PlayStation Portable, and it's a fighting game, and that one also looks like it's a fighter. We got Melty Blood here for 2,700. This is a fighter that I have not played, but definitely nice seeing that one here. Didn't expect that. Well, I didn't expect to see any of this here, if I'm being truthful. But we have Rockman X7 for 270, and that's actually super low. But I haven't heard a lot of great things about Rockman 7. And for the same price, we got Lupin. Now, this is kind of like a stealth game. I actually have this, but I have the North American release. I have it back in a closet somewhere. I think at my parents' house. What else do we have here? Just all sorts of titles for the PS2. Nothing that I really recognize, except for this one. We got Hungry Ghosts. Now, I saw this at the Surugaya in Kashiwa. That was the first time I've seen it. This marks the second time for 2,300 yen. We got RE4 for 480. That's not too bad there. A few PlayStation Vita games. Borderlands 2 for 1,500. And then the Grand Theft Auto double pack there for 1,800 yen with a discount. Then we have Hokuto no Ken for the PS3. This is like a pachinko type of game. And definitely not much interest in that one. And we got some Chibi Gundam stuff, I believe. And then we'll just keep making our way down to the PSP. Now, the PSP, definitely a lot of visual novel stuff, but actually, they did have a few games that I picked one up, but it's not a game, it's a movie. Not this Mobile Suit Gundam, but I am kind of like slowly building up the UMD movie collection. And the one that I got is this one here, the Clone Wars, Star Wars, for 300 yen. I haven't seen this one before, and I don't think this one actually got a North American release. And it does have full English language support, and that was a really nice find, as I haven't seen the film yet. And that's probably going to be the way that I watch it, although I do have Disney Plus. We got Burnout Legends there for 900 yen with 30% off. I hear this is a great game. A little bit tempting, that one. And then we have this One Piece Romance Dawn for 270. This looks like a fighting game, and it could be fun. And then the one that I regret not picking up was well, not this, but this is going to be Katamari Damacy, or Katamari something, Katamari Tribute. But the PSP game, they had Guilty Gear for 270, and I should have picked that one up. But anyhow, the show must go on. PlayStation Vita, and then we have some more PSP stuff. I think this is where they have the Guilty Gear, and we'll take a look at it here in a sec. But Biohazard Revelations 2, that's a little bit rough on the PlayStation Vita, but you know, as a RE collector, eventually I will pick up a copy. Actually, I need to check. I might even have it, which is pretty bad. But I haven't picked up a Vita game in quite some time. I think the one Vita game that I would like is Resistance. That one looks like it's a pretty cool title. But here we have Loco Roco 2 for 480. Still playing through the first one. And what do we have? Rockman X Maverick Hunter for 900 yen. I picked mine up for 270 yen, and it was as great as hits, but this one they're selling it for 480. And I picked mine up a while ago. But we have Fairy Tail Portable Guild 2 for 270. Then we have a Tales game for 270. And then here it is for 270, Guilty Gear XX Reload. I should have picked this one up, but I completely I wasn't thinking, you know, because I was still feeling the hype off of Rockman 8 for the Saturn there. But still, I'm super happy with some of the pickups, and I got a few, or at least one more. But we're going to make our way here into the 3DS, DS. What do we have here? We got another One Piece game for 270. These games sold like crazy. That's why they're so abundant and they're so inexpensive. 200 for the Rockman Collection, which has full English language. We got Kid Icarus for 1,800. 480 for Smash there, which is to be expected. We got the Zelda Muso game for 1,000 yen. I think this is Camera Obscura for 1,800. Haven't actually played it, but it looks pretty cool. And I imagine the North American version is crazy expensive. What else do we have here? We got a Dragon Ball game for 270, and yeah, it could be a cool one. I do enjoy playing on the 3DS just because of that stereoscopic 3D feature. But here we are with the DS games. I would like to pick up a Goemon, but here's Final Fantasy Echoes of Time for 480. Now a lot of these are just going to be full on Japanese, but you know, we have a Digimon title here for 720. But you know, some people do understand the language and pick these up, as well as for the sake of collecting. What do we have? Soma Bringer there. We got some cat game, and then we have Kingdom Hearts for 270. Look at that. That's peanuts. That's my goodness. That's like what? Like not even. That's about like $2, maybe less. And then we have Ridge Racer 3D for 1,100 yen. That's a great racing game on the 3DS. As is this Mario Kart 7 for 480 yen. We got Shiren the Wanderer for 1,800. And then we have a few Pokemon games ranging from looks like 2,500, and that one is 4,100. Then we got some Power Rangers looking type of game there. What else do we have here? We got Jump Superstars. This looks like it's a Smash game with all the Jump comics, all the big names from that brand there. And then we have the Chronicles Value Pack for 2,300 for the Wii, which is an excellent collection of games. We have Biohazard for 720. I do like that cover. Very simple. And then we have 007 for 900 yen, which isn't a bad price for that one. And then we have RE0 for 480 yen. So not too bad there. And then we have some Kirby's 20th anniversary collection there for 3,200 yen. Then we're going to make our way up into the Super Famicom boxed games. We have Goemon, or The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, for 4,100 yen. That's not too bad of a price, that. And that's one that I would definitely like to add to my collection. I do have the North American release. And then here we have the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 pack for 2,300 yen. And what else do we have here? We got all sorts of goodies here. We got some 3D golf simulator there. Look at that one. Haven't heard of that one. And then we have Final Fight. Look at this. They had two copies, both coming in at 4,500 yen. This is one that I eventually want to add to the collection. And then we have Super Mario Bros. All-Star for 2,700 yen with the 10% discount there. We got The Legend of Zelda for 4,500 yen. It was cheaper at the previous place that I showed off, Furuichi, at the Eon Mall in Hanyu. And then we have Wild Tracks here for how much? 1,500 yen. Haven't played this one. And I think it might be a little bit choppy, you know, it being the FX chip. Look at the artwork on this Tactics Ogre. That looks amazing. Now, this one also saw a release on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation 1. But really great artwork there. And then we have Shin Megami Tensei for 1,800 yen. And this is going to be part 2. And again, really awesome artwork. If I had the space, I would like to add those. But we have Donkey Kong 3 for 900 yen. I recently picked this one up in complete in box for about 500 yen. But the box was a little bit flattened. What do we have here? Fire Emblem for 3,200 yen. But really cool box art there. And I gotta be honest, Fire Emblem, I first heard about it during the GameCube days, because I'm not really big on RPGs. But we have Final Fantasy IV. What else do we have here? We got Populous for 480 yen. And then here we have F-Zero for 900 yen. And I was really digging the condition here. So that's definitely going to go in the old basket there. And I have played it since I picked it up. And man, it was a little bit frustrating. I got to get a hang of that. Get a hang of the speed there. But we had Chrono Trigger there. And then we have Secret of Mana for 900 yen. This one is fairly inexpensive. Chrono Trigger, on the other hand, has definitely risen a bit. We have Star Fox for 900 yen. Not a bad price there. And then we got, what else do we have here? Ogre Battle. Look at this one for 1,500 yen. A lot of great RPGs for the Super Famicom, if that is your thing. What else do we have here? Grand Prix 3. Now this one, I kind of regret not picking this one up, because I do like that it's full screen. Look at that. And up to 3 players. Wow. That's crazy. But I do like that full screen action there. And then we have a Mickey Mouse game, Mystical Adventure, something like that, which I have. It's a great game. And then we have some Kirby All-Star action here. Look at this one. Not too bad. That used to be half the price. In fact, the last time I came here, it was almost at half the price. What else do we have? We have this Kirby golf game for 1,500 yen. Haven't played this one. I wonder if it's any good. Kirby had quite a few games released on the Super Famicom. Then we have Mega Man X2 for 4,800 yen, 20% off, because the box there is a little bit mangled. And not too, I guess 20% off, that wouldn't be too bad. And then we have The Last Battle. Oh my goodness, The Last Battle. Look at that. Anyhow, let's make our way into the loose cards. We have Rockman 7, Mario Kart. You're going to see a lot of like the first party stuff. Super Mario RPG, which is it's going to be getting a remake on the Switch. And then we have more. They had a bunch of those Kirby games and more Rockman 7. But a fairly decent selection of loose cards here. And they had quite a bit. And I'm just showing you guys just a fraction of what they had. And we got Pilot Wings there. And then we got our boxed Famicom games. We have Dragon Quest 4. And another copy of 4. We got the Ice Climber action here for 5,400 yen. And what do we have here? Final Fantasy 3. Look at the artwork on this. So awesome looking. Amano, man. Great stuff there. Yeah, not really sure what that, but that looks like it was Nappa from Dragon Ball Z. Haven't heard of this one either. Looks like some kind of role-playing game. And not really sure what this one is. I think it's like a Chibi Robo RPG type. And then I've seen this game before by Jellico. This one looks pretty good. And they had a number of copies. And all coming in at 900 yen. One of these days, I'm going to pick that game up. Not really sure what that one is. And they also had these games. Now this, you just take it up to the register. And they have these games behind the counter. Most likely because they just don't fit. But as you can see, they have a really great selection. A lot of stuff that we already saw on the shelf, but there's a few games there that are going to be just stuck to this, this little business of taking it behind the counter. We got Ogre Battle 64. We got this Kirby 64, and this one's coming in at 1,500 yen, which if you look, you could find that for a little bit less. Now, this is not a bad deal here for 1,500 Goemon 64. This is a great game, by the way, with really awesome music. And I have a copy. I just have it in the loose cart form. And then we have Super Mario 64 with the Rumble pack support there for 1,800 yen. Not too bad of a price and pretty good condition there on the box. What else do we have here? We got Smash coming in at the same price. And again, the condition of the box is pretty good considering that it's just a flimsy cardboard. What else do we have here? We got this Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the Cube for 900 yen. I'm not really sure what's all included with that. But we got Rockman and Forte there. X3, X2. So quite a bit of stuff here. We got some Sailor Moon S for 1,800 and more Rockman 7. And then Mario All-Stars there in the loose cart for 900 yen. And then up above, it just keeps going. We got Smash for 900. And then this was a nice surprise here. The GG Shinobi 2 for the Game Gear for 2,700. We got some Goemon action. And then from here, we'll just look at a few of the Famicom titles that they have. But not too bad there. Not too bad of a showing. But I want to say overall, like, it's not like a super exciting store other than that Rockman 8. You know, that was a fairly good score. But like one game, at least for me, it was just really that one game, as well as Anarchy and Nippon. But here we have some more stuff. But like I said, you know, we're all after different things, and I'm sure some of you are seeing a few things here that you would definitely be interested in. Now here we have Dragon Quest 3, I believe, for the color, Sakura Wars for the Game Boy Color, and then this Star Ocean Blue Sphere for 2,300 yen. What do we have? Baiten Kaidos for 1,500 yen. And then we have Biohazard there for 480 yen, and you get a 10% discount. That's pretty good. And then we have, what is this, Super Monkey Ball 2. Not too bad. And then we have a few, look, we have Fire Emblem for 6,300 yen for the cube. And then next to that, we have a few Lord of the Rings type of games. We got 900 there. I think that's the Two Towers maybe. And then here we got some FIFA Street. Or no, wait, this is the NBA one. But yeah, not too bad there for the cube. Luigi's Mansion for 900 yen. That's not too bad of a price there. And then here we have various books, mostly strategy guides. I don't often show this stuff, but you know, some of you are collectors of many things. And we'll take a quick peek here. We got the Fire Emblem Business Perfect Guide. I'm not sure for what game that is, or which Fire Emblem game that is. And then we got Dragon Quest 7 for 350 yen. And then what is this for Smash Bros? Look how thick this bad boy is. And it's for the 3DS for 650 yen. My goodness. Then we have Super Mario 3D Land coming in at 220 yen. That's nothing. And then 1250 for Super Mario Odyssey or Mario Odyssey. And then we have Okami. That's some beautiful artwork for 1050. So quite a bit of stuff in here. But this is the stuff that if you're coming and visiting, this is the stuff that can easily weigh down your luggage. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I have a lot more coming. We're going to be going to Surugaya, Mandai Shoten, Hard Off, more Book Off. There's definitely a lot of action coming in. So we'll see you soon. Ciao.